Oshkosh is located northwest of Madison and a little southwest of Green Bay. It's smaller than Milwaukee, but bigger than Verona. Oshkosh is fun and exciting and has lots of stuff to do. It's in the eastern ridges and lowlands, and that's one of the regions of Wisconsin. The farmers in the city of Oshkosh grow all kinds of stuff, such as corn, beans, and rice. Most popular thing is corn because they can sell it for good money. People also sell it because other people will buy it and put it in their corn burners, which will heat their homes. Oshkosh Bacehowski is one of the companies in Oshkosh. It's a clothing company for adults and little kids. They sell pants and are most famous for their overalls. A lot of farmers will buy their overalls there. They have a lot of jobs in Oshkosh, such as construction, healthcare, education services. They also have a lot of farms. Many farmers raise hogs, cows, and beef cattle. They also grow corn and beans. Lake Winnebago is the biggest waterway that comes through Oshkosh. People fish, boat, and swim in this lake. It's not very hilly in Oshkosh, but it has a lot of waterways. Other waterways are Fox River, Lake Brute Dismore, and the Wolf River.
The Menominee Native Americans started to live in Oshkosh around the 18th and 19th centuries. The tribe's population has continued to grow ever since, and the Menominee still pass on many of their traditions. A long time ago, there were two cities on each side of the Fox River. One was Athens and the other was Brooklyn. Eventually, the two cities combined and it was called Oshkosh. The name was adopted from Chief Oshkosh, and an H was added later to make it Oshkosh. There were three main groups that immigrated to Oshkosh: German, Irish, and Polish. Most of the people were German. 49% of the people in Oshkosh today have German ancestors. In the picture you can see the advertisement for land from the Wisconsin Railroad in English and in German. Before Oshkosh was a city, it had a pretty large population. In 1846, the population went from 732 people to 2,787. By 1890, there were 22,836 people. Today, there are about 154,872 people living in Oshkosh. Did you know that Oshkosh is the largest city on the Fox River? Today, besides people of European and Native Americans, there's also Hispanic, African American, Asian, and other ethnics in Oshkosh. Less than 1% of Oshkosh population is Native American. Most Menominee people live on reservations far north of Oshkosh. In 1855, the Menominee Nation signed a treaty with the U.S. government. They used to have 1.5 million acres of land. Today they have 234,000 acres. Did you know that the immigrants and most people in Oshkosh came from the lumber industry in 1855? If you didn't know what the lumber industry is, it's when a lot of trees grow and it makes it easier to get wood for houses, fires, and other stuff. Oshkosh had a rate of 25 mills in the time of 1873 because of how many sawdust mills there were. Oshkosh was nicknamed Sawdust City, and eventually the lumber died down from taking.
The government has many different officials that work with the mayor to run the city. The government was incorporated in 1853. It is now a council-manager form of government. The government has 7 council members, 6 elected 2-year terms, and a mayor. They hold their meetings at City Hall every third Tuesday of the month. The Opera House always grabs tourist attention when there are a lot of performances. The Opera House is always full when there is a play. The EAA Center, which is an air museum, and the Oshkosh Public Museum are great to see too. In the summer, lots of tourists will mainly come to Pollock Water Park just to splash in the cool water. You can never stop having a good time on the lazy river and on the water slides. Some days in July, when it's so hot, it will seem that the whole city is at Pollock. You may never notice that Oshkosh has so many different parks like Pollock to go to. Waterfest always gets the tourists' attention with the music that goes on through the night. The streets start to get busy for Waterfest on May 22nd, ending on August 28th. Many people come to Waterfest to listen to the music and have picnics. There are other festivals and fairs to go to in Oshkosh as well, like the Winnebago County Fair and the Community Drum Circle. The AirVenture Air Show has many jets that launch up and do tricks for the large crowd. The crowd at the show always has over 80,000 people to watch the loud planes fly. The show takes place during the last week of July, which is when the town is the busiest with all the tourists. Winnebago County Fair is sort of like a carnival, where you can eat, play games, and have a good time. It is there August 5th to 10th, 2008, and in 2009, August 4th to 9th. They say that the fair will put your dreams in motion. Whenever you go to Oshkosh, you will be able to tell when there is a celebration going on by the crowd.